So during our recent trip to Walt Disney World, we were able to stay at the Bay Lake Tower at the Contemporary Resort. And while we were there, we actually got to experience Chef Mickey's during the day of its reopening.
Yes, it is a modified experience, so it's not a character dining, but we're going to walk you through it and how that experience looks like now, and tell you a little bit about the food and the price. So as always with Chef Mickey's, you probably want to make a dining reservation before showing up. When we went, we were able to just walk up. So now when you have your dining reservation, you would actually show up and you would hop on the My Disney Experience app to check in right online. So that way when your table is actually ready, they'll send you a text message and letting you know it's your turn.
And we didn't really have to wait long for us to be seated. They pretty much sat us right away. And while they were bringing us to our table, we actually saw the buffet area. The food was out, but not for guests to pick up. They had it for the waiters and waitresses to go grab, to go bring it to your table. So it might look tempting to go and grab your own food, but it is not for guests to touch. It might be empty, but they made sure to have all the tables spread out because you want to make sure you're having the social distance between the guests that are there. And there were even tables that had signs on them saying that they were not available to be sat at. So the hostess sat you at tables that had the chairs and were available and cleaned. And I felt really comfortable.
And when you get to your table, they do lay out the QR code menus. So you can just scan with your phone and view the menu right through the website. You don't have to tell them what you want. It's a family style, so they're going to bring you out everything, and they have a lot of different options, which was awesome. But that way they don't have to have those menus. It's single use. They throw it out right after to keep it sanitary.
Now, if there's something that is on the menu that you scan that you don't want, or maybe you have an allergy, let those cast members know, let your waitress, waiter know. Ooh, and now to the good stuff. This is the food we started out with. Ooh, the parfait. That was my favorite. And then we got salmon, charcuterie, cheese and meats, fruit salad, and some delicious pastries. After a few minutes, they actually gave us the main event, which was Mickey waffles, French toast sticks, and pancakes, plus, of course, some hot syrup. And to the side, which is also Dominic's favorite, was the tater tots and the cheesy potatoes, plus some protein, which was bacon, sausage, kielbasa, and scrambled eggs.
So for an experience like this, it was still good even though there was no characters around. It was still a great meal. The value of it does reflect that you don't have characters. So for breakfast, it was $25.
That's a steal, honestly, on Disney property.
Yeah, and that's something that you're going to see in line with some of the other sit-downs that won't be character dining for breakfast. So again, it's a really great steal. And it was a similar experience to something like Whispering Canyon Cafe.
Yeah, it reminded me a lot of that. But I think a great part of it is that it's still on the monorail track. So I love seeing the monorail go through the resort. And if you're headed off to Magic Kingdom that day, you could access the walkway too.
Yeah, and so I would definitely recommend this experience for breakfast. It's great. Of course, we didn't get to go check it out for dinner. Hopefully we could do that at some point. But absolutely for breakfast, if you're looking to get something and you're staying on the monorail or at the Contemporary, it's definitely worth going to Chef Mickey's.
And it felt very safe because all of the cast members had masks on. Everyone was social distance. They did have sanitation before you got into the restaurant and around the restaurant. So it did feel safe and cleanly and social distanced. We highly recommend it, especially with that price tag on it. So overall, it was an awesome experience that I definitely would go again, especially if I wanted to start the day there before Magic Kingdom.
Yes, and this time we went on the day we checked out, so we ended off on a high note. But you guys, make sure you tell us what you thought of it. Are you going to be going to Chef Mickey's? Have you been before, and what do you think of this new family style experience? Make sure to comment down below, like and subscribe. We want to hear from you. But thank you so much for checking out the video, and we'll see you real soon.